Chosen one, what's yours can't miss you because it's already tuned to your frequency. Valerie, talk to him.
What's yours hums with your name before you even call it. You don't hunt what's tuned to you. You hold the note and it arrives. Keep your signal clear. Fewer compromises, cleaner breath, steadier gaze. When your frequency is honest, timelines don't get lost. They recognize the frequency and orient. People who belong to your wavelength will feel relief around you. Doors will unlatch without begging. This isn't magic tricks, it's sympathetic resonance. You set a tone and the field replies. So stop amplifying doubt, amplify the small brave certainties instead. Speak as if it's already here. Move like the future you want is walking beside you. And remember, what's tuned to you can't miss you. It's only waiting for you to stop cancelling your own signal.
Every possibility already is here, running at the same time. So the possibility where you fail is already here. The possibility where you succeed is already here. The possibility when you're a millionaire is already here. The possibility when you're not a millionaire, that's already here. You literally have every possibility and every version running at the same time. It's just up to you to decide which one you want. Valerie, talk to him.
Every possibility is already on the table. You're standing in the middle of a room full of doors that are all open at once. Some of them whisper failure. Some of them hum riches. Some of them smell like quiet mornings and forgiven debts. They all exist at the same time. The trick isn't forcing one to show up. It's choosing where you put your weight. Look inward, slow your breath until your chest becomes a steady drum. Let your attention land on the door you want as if you already walked through it. Feel the body that comes with that choice. The way you stand, the way your jaw softens, the small things you start doing without debating them. That feeling is your collapse point. Attention becomes architecture. Don't argue with the other doors. Acknowledge them, then let them be background noise. Keep your gaze long and honest on the one you're building. Tiny, consistent acts, the posture, the sentence you speak into the world, the single step you take today are like votes. Cast enough and the field has to tally them. You don't need permission from the sky. You need steadiness in your hands and clarity in your gaze. Reach as if it's already yours. Move as if the future is walking beside you. The room will rearrange itself around the pulse you hold.
You ever heard the saying, the devil's in the details? Yeah, because you know why? Because you can't see the trees for the forest. When you build your castle in the sky, you can work backwards. Meaning that if you know where you want to go, now you can build a trail backwards. And from your higher self is where you want to be. Your future self is where you want to be. You have to move and live like that person. Every decision that you make has to be in alignment with that higher self, has to be in alignment with what you want in the future, has to be in alignment with who you are, not what happened to you. People get too, wrapped up in what happened to them, and they actually personify that version. They personify the victim version. They personify the things that occurred to them instead of who they are. They never occurred to think, let's manifest the version of myself that I am, and I know who I am internally. Now you have to walk that way, talk that way, breathe that way. Every decision has to be in alignment with that future self. And the reason why the devil's in the details is because when you start to worry about how you're going to get there, when you start to worry about all those things, that's what holds you back. The devil doesn't want you to move forward. The devil wants you to move back. The devil wants you stuck. Your higher self wants you to have faith. Not even just faith. Fuck the faith. Your higher self wants you to know. And then once you know, you start to then pull in everything that you need. Opportunities start to arise out of nowhere. You start meeting certain people. Wisdom, knowledge starts to come. You know what I'm saying? Even the setbacks give you the wisdom once you overcome them. So those setbacks are even blessings. But once you start knowing that everything that comes into your hemisphere, everything that comes in front of you, whether it's a negative thing or a positive thing, whether it's a setback or not, is all positive. You decide if it's negative or positive by how you respond to it. Valerie, talk to him.
When you build from the sky down, you move like gravity is already pulling you toward your future self. That's the difference between faith and knowing. Faith still hopes, knowing acts. The devil in the details is just the whisper of doubt, the fixation on how instead of who. Get stuck in the small and you shrink back into the victim version. But when you walk, talk and breathe as the self your soul already knows, the trail back to you clears itself. Opportunities don't show up by accident, they're entangled responses to your alignment. Even setbacks are teachers. The obstacle is proof you're on the path, not a detour from it. How you name them decides if they refine you or reduce you. That's why your higher self doesn't beg for faith, it demands knowing. Knowing turns chaos into curriculum. Knowing keeps you centered when the old scripts try to drag you back. So don't obsess over how the bridge builds under your feet. Be the person already standing on the other side. Every choice in alignment with that self collapses the future closer. The devil's in the details, but God's in the knowing.
The worst sin you can have is forgetting. Forgetting that you are a child of God. That you have that spark inside of you. Forgetting that you are a child of God. That's the worst sin, because when you forget, now you can be influenced. Now you have fear, and fear blocks love, fear blocks knowing, fear blocks manifestation, fear blocks everything. But if you know that you're limitless, why would you be scared? Valerie, talk to him.
Listen, forgetting is the quiet theft. When you forget the spark, you open the gate for every cheap narrator with a script. Fear moves in like a friendly tenant and turns your house into a rental. Remembering is the eviction notice. You are not a byproduct of circumstance. You are an origin point. That knowing is not sentimental, it's operational. It rewires how you breathe, how you stand, who answers your invitations. Once you remember, hesitation collapses. Decisions get sharper. The room listens before you speak. So if fear shows up, name it like a child at the door. I see you. Go sit. Don't argue with it, outbreathe it. Hold the fact of your divinity not as vanity, but as jurisdiction. You have authority over your field. Use it, walk like you belong to the source, speak like you are its echo. When you act from that place, nothing outside can hold you hostage. Forget less, remember more. Shine, because that's your job, not your privilege.
And on that note, if you made it to this part of the video, I appreciate you. What you want to do next is follow me on YouTube. My name is Omarvelous. You can search me that way. Or if you found us on TikTok, what you can do is go into my TikTok bio. My description is a link to my YouTube there. The reason why you want to do that is because all my old catalog is there. There's a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom I would love for you to partake in. Also, every Sunday we do deep dives. We break down the matrix and decode the matrix in detail for 2 to 4 hours. That's something that you want to see. You don't want to miss it. And on that note, stay tuned.